How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today, I feel inspired to talk about what is manifestation and why people are going about it at the wrong way. When you think of manifestation or achieving or getting what you want in your life, you always think of like as if you do not have it. You think of it from a place of, I do not have that and I want it now. You approach from a place of lack, and in reality that often screws you up and gets you further away from your goals, from your desires, from the things that you're trying to manifest. Let me give you a concrete example. For many people, they want to manifest $1 million, and they watch videos on YouTube that tells them, visualize yourself having $1 million and how you would feel, and they expect, all these manifestation videos and resources out there. They misguide people because they make it sound like it's far out of reach and you have to do a lot of work to get it. But I want to give you an alternative perspective on this whole thing. I was watching a video about my Reiki teacher posted a couple of days ago, and what she said was very profound, and I want to share that with you. So she gives an example like this. So let's just say a child is sick and it's asking its mom for ice cream, for example, but the mom is not going to buy her the ice cream because, of course, the child is sick. So she will deny that, despite the child maybe throwing tantrums or crying about it. But on the back of the mind of the mom, she knows that the child is desiring for the ice cream, and when the child gets better, she'll go out there and get it. And the universe works the same way. You can get whatever you desire, but you have to be ready for that. When you ask for $1 million, the universe doesn't say no to it. It doesn't say you have to do a lot of these things for me. It doesn't make it complicated. In fact, it tells you, I will give it to you, but at the right time. And why at the right time, you may ask? Think about it. To get $1 million or to make X amount of money or to attract the right partner to your life or whatever your manifestation desires are, you have to be someone that you're not. The fact that you do not have that in your life currently tells you that there's something missing from you getting that. If you had $1 million, how would your life be? What would you do? How would you think? How would you spend your time? And are you doing those things right now? I'm not even talking about you. Okay, you can say like, yes, if I had $1 million, I'm gonna go out buy Lamborghini and I'll allow that. And I can't do that, of course, now because I don't have that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more of your internal state. How would you walk? How would you speak to others? How would you think? How would you use your time? How you would prioritize things in your life? And how would your energy state be? All those things has to match for you to achieve that. That's all it takes. So you can ask anything you want. You can ask God anything you want. We are the children of God. We are the children of God. We can demand for things, just like how a child would demand a mother for an ice cream in this case. and God gives it to you. You don't have to beg for it. You just have to demand, I need this. I want this. Make it happen. Don't think about how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. You ask for it and you know that it's on its way for you. And how fast you get it, it depends on how fast you learn what you need to learn. The universe sometimes delays things because there are certain things in life that you have to learn. Maybe you have to work out your karma, or you have to learn lessons in life that you haven't learned before. And if you were to attain your desire before you were to learn your lesson, maybe then you wouldn't have learned your lessons, or maybe your karma wouldn't have played out. So sometimes the universe delays things that are coming for you. But whatever you desire, it's always yours. But the only person stopping that is not some mysterious force. It's not an opposing force. It's yourself. Let's go back to the concrete example I gave you. Let's just say you were trying to manifest $1 million, but you're someone who just sits on your couch and then just scrolls your phone away and then plays video games or watch movies or binge eat, whatever it is, right? Do you think you're gonna get the $1 million if you don't change anything? I don't think so. So how do you have to be to get $1 million? So you have to change your internal state first. And when you change your internal state to be where a person with $1 million would be at, then your goal will become easier for you. An even more concrete example is like, let's just say you wanted to get like a dream body of yours. You have to put in the work for it, right? Like, do you think if you're fat right now, if you're obese right now, and you're just eating junk food and Swiss rolls all day, and you think about manifesting your dream body while you're continuing to doing all that, do you think you're going to get that? No. You're going to have to become the person. How someone who is extremely fit is going to be. You're going to have to emulate those steps, and it's yours. There's no one stopping that. And that's the same thing with every single goal that you have in your life. All you have to do is decide you want this and you really want that, then you have to program yourself to be at that frequency. And before you know it, that thing that you desire is yours. And you have to be humble with it too. It's all about selfish gains. And universe rewards you even better when you live in service of others. When you use what you have to help others, when you use your knowledge and your wisdom that you learn from your experiences and you share it out there with people, or when you use your wealth to create something that people can partake in to heal themselves. When everything becomes of service, then you will get everything because you are the agent of God, you can say. God works through you, and whatever you need will be provided for. You don't have to for a second worry about anything in your life because you're doing God's work. And what is God's work? I'm not talking about God in terms of like, go become a missionary, go knock on doors and all that. That religion crap is bullshit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about helping people discover the God within themselves. It's interesting how we started talking about manifestation and then we ended up speaking of God. And that's like a perfect way to summarize this video, because every one of us has God inside us. And we are complete and whole within ourselves. We don't need any external things, toys, events, situations to make ourselves feel whole. And the fact that you think that you need something outside to feel better inside is a major sign that something is wrong. So before you manifest that, perhaps the main thing that you can manifest is you being whole, content, happy, peace, blissful. And the rest will take care of itself. Just believe in the magic of the God and the universe, and everything will fall into place.